Carey Smith, one of the original Rascals. So amazing to have you back.
It's
wow.
Amazing. I don't know if that's the word I'd use, but I
It
appreciate
is amazing. I almost literally haven't seen you since you were a Rascal, because very shortly after you, you moved up and picked up and made a career elsewhere. So back in 2001, for our first season, you were definitely a Rascal. And I think you performed in our first Fringe show as well in 2002.
It was one of the originals, right?
Yeah, absolutely. So what have you been doing since then?
Well, I've been watching my hair migrate from the top of my head down to the bottom of my chin.
It's done a spectacular job.
Well, thank you very much. That's something I can do very well. Not like my my acting career, my improv skills.
Okay, so what have you been doing? 20 years. 20 years have gone by, Carey. What have you been doing?
Yeah, I left back in 2011. I left left for Regina and became a weatherman, one of those guys that talks about low pressure systems and high pressure systems moving in, and had a good run with that. And then, I had 3 children in that time. Yeah. And then I realized that costs money, and it's hard to be a struggling actor. And, contrary to popular belief, being a weatherman does not pay a lot of money. So, it was, it pays more than being with the Cross-Eyed Rascals, but
almost anything does.
Not right here, though.
Yeah. Okay.
Not right there.
Yeah. Wow. So 3 kids. So you got married in the interim at some point? Because when I knew you, you were a hot young single guy, right? So I didn't even know that you met somebody.
No, that's not actually even true, and hopefully edit that out. Because I've been with the same woman for a long time. But you're right, I was not married at the time.
No.
So part of that was actually correct. But
okay.
Yeah. So that all happened in the span of the 20 years. Almost. Well, I don't know how long I was a Cross-Eyed Rascal for. Was it
I think just about a year. Just about a year.
Then I got the boot.
Things change. Life changes.
No, life just changed. That's what it
life changes. So, is there anything that sticks out from your memory? Anything that kind of, you're like, oh yeah, that time as a Rascal.
I remember having the best show of my life, actually. It was hilarious. The crowd was laughing. Things were happening. I think the game was something to do with Spotlight or something like that. Was that what it was called? Spotlight?
Yeah. I think that's the one.
Not to be confused with Gaslight.
Yeah.
Or gaslighting. Spotlight or something like that, where the spotlight just pops up on you and you go. And I had I made my character was some sort of farmer, pulled the pants way up, and which was foreshadowing for where I live today in Saskatchewan. And I just had a hilarious rhyme, and I believe Sam was on the camera, and after the show I'm like, oh man, that was so great, I'm glad we captured that on camera. And she's like, yeah, the camera died right at that moment when you.
I remember that. That was hard. That was a hard moment because you were on. You were on in that moment. And you had it.
And nobody would have believed that it ever happened. That's the thing.
I will back up your story. I verify. So are there any ways that improv impacts your life today?
Oh, I think you use improvisational skills every day. The parallels are endless, right? The way our lives work and how we are just from day to day in our jobs and that sort of thing, how we greet people. How you doing today?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm good.
Exactly.
I'm good.
Yeah.
You're not good, but we play the part, right? So, but in all seriousness, we use those skills just in life in general as we move through even, corporate ladders and that sort of thing, which I've experienced since I, was a weatherman and then moved on into, in weather, I really had to activate my improvisational skills with all the other hosts that were that you're live on the air with. You have
right.
to move and shake and change and pivot right in the moment. So all of my time with the Rascals has, I've utilized those tools throughout my career, and I'm grateful that I had the opportunity to be a part of it before you kicked me out. I'm joking.
And we are so
yeah,
we are so grateful to have had you be a part of us.